Pharmacists of Reddit, what's the most stupid things you've seen people do because of coronavirus? Using condoms to touch door handles and elevator buttons. Instructions unclear. Dick stuck behind door handle. Instructions unclear. Made little door handle babies with door handle. It's already been stated, but the main thing is people wanting multiple, illegal, repeats of their meds in case they need to stockpile them. The number of people getting visibly upset that we won't do this for them is saddening. Mom, please just in like 5 bottles of Perk 30s, I gotta prepare for the apocalypse. Okay fine. How about 4 bottles? We've been out of masks for a month. This is not all that special, because that's how it is everywhere. We are also out of hand sanitizer, which, again, is not special. What's weird is we are out of isopropyl alcohol and aloe gel. Because people are trying to DIY their own hand sanitizer. I had a woman come ask me if she could substitute witch hazel for alcohol, since we were out. Gonna say that's probably a no. Other interesting tidbits. AskReddit volume has increased by at least 100 per week due to stockpiling that others mentioned. Saw a lady with 15 bottles of bleach in her basket. Like the gallon-sized jugs. The cold and flu section is basically non-existent at this point. We still have some zinc. But that's not gonna do a damn thing. At least one person approached the counter and, upon being told we were out of the usual requests, asked if he could purchase antibiotics. Prescription only where I live. My store had a sign up limiting customers to 6 soaps per purchase due to high demand. That's still a little much. Titus Handmade Vodka had to put out a press release a couple days ago telling people not to use their vodka to make DIY hand sanitizer because 1. No. Just no. 2. It's not strong enough. Hand sanitizer needs to be 60% alcohol and Titus is only 40%. So use Everclear. Got it. Here in Australia 2 people were fighting over toilet paper, so the police had to get involved and taser them. I saw an Aussieman, maybe Aussieman, video yesterday of that happening. Reminded me of the way people get in Florida before hurricanes. It's all new to us here in Australia. I've never seen such fucking stupidity in all my life. I work in pharmacy, and we've had people insist and argue with us about purchasing the giant communal hand sanitizer we have behind the dispensary for the staff. I wonder how people can be that stupid, man. The crazy demand for sanitizer has literally become a public danger in Germany. Sold out in all stores. Stolen from some hospitals. Supply is running out. Professionals, medical and cleaning, that actually need it are worried. All for nothing. Use fucking soap. Scrub for 20 seconds and rinse properly. That may not be an option for some people depending on their job. Not everyone has immediate access to a sink with soap and water. I blame the people that are buying up far more supplies than they need and price gauging. Stores should have implemented amount restrictions on things like sanitizers, antibacterial wipes, toiletries, etc. once it became apparent that COVID was spreading worldwide. Not a pharmacist, a carpenter. I wish people would stop buying all the fucking dust masks. They will do nothing to stop any virus. They stop particles. You're wasting money and endangering my health. Went to Home Depot the other day to buy some dust masks. I'm doing some work with some lovely cedar that came down this winter. They have had so many people stealing the dust masks that their inventory was off by like 20%. Apparently here in the UK, people are ripping antibac hand gel dispensers off the walls of hospitals and stealing them. FFS. Not understanding that insurance will not give you 6 months of meds up front. Not understanding basic hand hygiene. Not understanding most masks will not protect you from the virus. And my exchange yesterday. No, we don't have masks. And Glover size, they're all made in China. No, it's not a Chinese diabolical plan. Stuff should be made in America. Yeah, like the president said. Okay ma'am, have a good night. No, it's not a Chinese diabolical plan. Some UAD related. I just had a co-worker honestly tell me that Big Pharma created the virus to profit from treatments and such. I was shocked at first and then remembered that quote that goes something like, think of how stupid the average person is, and realized that half of them are even stupider than that. Friend of mine said that she saw a conspiracy theory that the Chinese government did it intentionally. Why? For two reasons. One as population control, and the other to cripple the US economy. Asked this earlier when I slid out to the pharmacy. I have a Nike cold. Yes, it is only a cold, and opted to grab up some menthol stuff. The person serving me laughed and said that it was odd. The advice is to wash hands and not buy all the masks and stuff. Yet all the masks are gone. All the gloves are gone. All the condoms are gone. They don't stock hand sanitizer, but they still have a full wall of soap and hand wash and stuff that has barely been touched. I had this same experience. I was just out of soap in one of my bathrooms and expected to not be able to find any and settle for using the extra soap I have that I hate, but lo and behold the entire soap section was nicely stocked and untouched. The whole toilet paper thing. I went grocery shopping the other day and I'm in a town that isn't threatened by coronavirus. Barely any toilet paper left on the shelves. I truly don't understand it, because what the fuck is toilet paper gonna do about the coronavirus? They're preparing for self-quarantine. If you get the virus and can't leave for 2 weeks, you're going to want TP. On the German Reddit page someone was talking about his life being self-quarantined with the virus. Technically he gets a daily visit by state employees to bring him necessities and see if he's okay. I was at the pharmacy today and everyone was coughing in the candy bowl. Coronavirus or not, open candy bowl sounds like a bad idea in general. Especially in a pharmacy. My pharmacist licked her finger before picking up my script yesterday. That seemed pretty silly. Probably was the pharmacy clerk, not the actual pharmacist, who did that. Yeah, it was actually thinking about it, but she handed it to the pharmacist. I work in a goddamn hardware store, and I had a couple come in asking for mothballs, camphor, so that they could put thread through them and turn them into a necklace and wear them around their neck. Note, we no longer sell mothballs because they are carcinogenic. After I told them this, and that washing your hands is far more effective and safer, the wife turns to her husband and says, I guess we'll have to buy them somewhere else. Smash a Corona bottle while shouting I don't want your virus. I'd image Corona the beer is taking a huge hit in sales because of Corona the virus. Their sales have actually increased by a lot. There's been a lot of theme parties where the theme is Corona and obviously there's only Corona beer the source. I'm student. Live on a pretty much isolated island aside from the fact it's a tourist hotspot, but no cases here now, so I'm pretty sure there aren't many coming anymore. So apparently this lady wore some cheap hazmat suit looking thing to the grocery store. I saw people make DIY masks out of cooler water bottles. Grab 5 packages of water bottles because there is going to be an apocalypse. I was in Walgreens 2 days ago and the toilet paper and water were nearly gone. But there was an endless supply of Robitussin and other cough suppressants. I don't think people's priorities are in the right place. Not a pharmacist buying toilet paper. Haha. That's just stupid. Who uses toilet paper anyways? I use tortilla wraps. Student pharmacist here. I really should be keeping a tally of just how many people are asking for masks and hand sanitizer. They ask so many times. At least 10 patients per hour do that. The stocking up on water bottle and toilet paper is also stupid. The weirdest questions that I have had asked is where the medication was manufactured. This is a pain to look into, especially after it was bottled. Most of the medications are manufactured in China, but that won't make a difference on the safety of the medication. And as other people have already said, when the patients ask to stock up on the medication past the limits, like WTF Karen, we already converted you to a 90-day supply and we won't give you more for now. I feel like the most irritating interactions that I've had with patients is when they just start being racist against Asians and say that we shouldn't serve them to stop the spread of the disease. I'm not even Asian. I'm white and this irritates the crap out of me. I don't have any patience for the patients. In general, the coronavirus is being blown completely out of proportion by the media. Hell, the general flu has more spread and more deadly. If you feel sick, just self-isolate as much as possible. People don't need to be making runs on every store for the gloves, masks, hand sanitizer, water bottles, and toilet paper. Misinformation is spreading way too much. Aussies have gone crazy buying toilet paper, paper towels, tissues, wipes, hand sanitizer, soap, tinned food, nappies and formula and long life milk, all because they think the supplies will dwindle to nothing. It's at the point that shops are selling out of toilet paper, hand sanitizer and tissues. People are fighting over the last packets and shops have put limits on how many people can buy. People doing that because of the virus are stupid. People doing that because of those people are entirely justified. They are not worried about quarantined cargo ships or whatever Facebook is telling people. Just that fucking morons are going to flock to the shelves and eat up supply, and they have. Not a medical professional, but I had to go to the ER last night and overheard this conversation in the room next to mine. Man, I've been feeling real sick since yesterday. I think it might be the coronavirus. Nurse, what makes you believe it would be that? Man, well, I went to a Chinese buffet yesterday and the Chinese people are the ones who started and are spreading this crap. The nurse acts very professional the whole time and does a flu/strep test and a few other basic tests to see if it was anything simple. She came back later on and the second part of their conversation happened. Nurse, okay, can you list your symptoms again for me? Man, occasionally fever, diarrhea, unable to hold food down, shivers, etc. Nurse, and this started yesterday evening after you ate at the buffet for lunch, correct? Man, yes ma'am. Nurse, so you have food poisoning. You got food poisoning from the buffet, not the coronavirus. She walked out of the room and saw my girlfriend and I laughing our asses off at what we had just heard and just muttered, I hate people. I'm also sitting here with food poisoning from a Chinese restaurant. I wonder if anyone is gonna think I have the coronavirus now. Someone asked me last week if I had the coronavirus because I was wearing a mask, and I was just like, no. This chemical irritates my lungs and the mask keeps the chemical out of my lungs. I did see my friend cover himself in cut out pieces of card, latex, rubber and taped it to his body and cut out 2 eye holes into a bucket and began wear it while putting a mask over that bucket for extra protection and saying these are extreme hygiene methods. It all fell apart as he walked out his room. Buying newborn sized disposable diapers to use as masks. Not a pharmacist, but saw a woman wrap toilet paper around her hand just to touch something. People gave her weird looks. I went to Walmart last night to get some toilet paper, but the aisles for toilet paper and cleaning supplies were completely empty. Guess him hopping in the shower after each dump /view 200D. Obligatory, not a pharmacist, but a pharmacy student who works in a pharmacy part-time. In addition to the usual idiots stocking up on water bottles and toilet paper, the pharmacist keeps a running tally of the number of stupid questions people ask her in a day. My shift starts at 5 and the pharmacist usually starts their shift at 4. In 1 hour about 15 people asked either if we had face masks, no, hand sanitizer, still no, and if they should stockpile their meds. That last one pisses me off, because people either don't realize or don't care that if everyone does this then that creates drug shortages which screws over people who are actually out of the drug. I work in a Kroger, and we started to stock hand sanitizer about 2x more than we usually did. I was at the medicine desk doing work on the computer when this Karen walks up and says, "Excuse me, how much for all of your hand sanitizer?" I say, well, we only allow customers to buy 3 bottles of hand sanitizer for each person buying them. So it would come to around $3.45. She replies, "But I don't want coronavirus. Give me all of your hand sanitizer and hand soap." Now, my son is afraid of getting it, and I don't want my baby angel to die. I call security on the phone and she says I'll just come back tomorrow with my whole family and buy all of it, as she's being escorted off the property. I haven't seen her here yet today, but I'm guessing it's going to be later, since she has kids and they don't get out of school until 4:15. All of our schools in our area get out at 4:15. I'll update this comment if she comes back for more hand sanitizer. so she doesn't get the coronavirus, which she's not. Not a pharmacist, but I found this funny. Buying toilet paper. I cannot find any toilet paper at any store. Even Amazon seems to take a while to deliver it to my area. People won't drink Corona because of this. That's pretty dumb. I'm not a pharmacist, but a friend of mine had an onion on his bedroom because his parents saw on the internet that it killed the virus. I mean, if it is on the internet it is true, right? It was the style at the time. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.